What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the show. It is Wednesday, November 19, 2025. My name is Wayne Dupree, and you are watching the Wayne Dupree Show here on Red Voice Media. Blake Effect. What's up, Blake Effect on YouTube? Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are broadcasting on Red Voice Media. Don't forget to check out rvmnews.com. And let's see, it is Hump Day. Let me move this over. It is Hump Day for you. Hump Day was the middle of the week, not the day you get paid. Hump Day was the middle of the week. So I sound off. Yeah, I know. I'm trying to get this stuff straight. Sorry about that. Thank you for letting me know. Jason just looking at me like, bump on a log. Who's it?
Well, Wayne was in the groove. I'm like, I don't want to interrupt.
Thank you, Becky. Don't forget to check out rvmnews.com. Don't forget to check out the dupreereport.com. I know I should talk about it a little bit more. I just don't. Been doing that for years, though. I guess I've always said I'm the worst salesman that you probably have ever seen in the media. I guess I don't know, but I mean, it helps. It helps a lot when you get it, but that's not one of the main reasons why I got into politics. I guess that's why. I don't know, but it is what it is. We all rise together, we fall together. So there we go. All right. Let me introduce Mr. Jason Robinson from Minnesota. I gotta fix my camera.
Hey, folks, happy Wednesday. Welcome to the Wayne Dupree Podcast. As always, do us a huge favor. This doesn't cost nothing. So when we talk about being a salesperson, this is easy. Hit the like button, drop a comment, hit the share button, help show get reach. And I got to say, my favorite part of the show is the communities we're developing on all the platforms. When I see everybody logging in, checking in with each other, Becky's talking about taking her in-law to a surgery. People are greeting each other. It's like a group getting together to enjoy a cup of coffee and talk some politics. I love it. Can't wait to see what we're getting into today. Wayne looks deep in thought.
Yeah, I can't find my camera settings to fix everything. Okay, listen. Something strange is going on. I don't know what is going on. But something strange is going on with that Epstein thing yesterday in at the Senate or whatnot. I woke up in the middle of the night, around 2:00. There's a man at the front door to talk about horse. And I decided, I just checked the feed and whatnot. And Speaker Johnson's video, there was a Speaker Johnson video on Instagram showing up. And it looked like he was in a rush, but it looked like he was unsettled or whatnot. I guess the Senate passed the bill last night clean. And I guess it's going to President Trump to sign. But Speaker Johnson didn't look happy about it. And I was like, well, what's going on? I mean, Speaker Johnson was talking about amendments. Amendments needed to be added to it and stuff. I'm like, okay, don't understand that part. I mean, in a way, yes. I understand that part because that's how Washington works. Whenever they need to pass something, they tack a whole lot of stuff onto it and slip it under the radar, type of stuff. So, but I was like, I know he's not saying that out loud, kind of like, wait a minute, are you saying that you're mad that they did tack on extra stuff? Because, maybe, are you saying that that was a way to get something out of it, that you tack on extra stuff? And see, it just doesn't make sense to me, Jason, the way that it sounded. Did you hear the video? Do you understand why he seemed so unsettled? Because he really sounded. I'll get the video in just a second, but he really sounded weird. You got when Jason does that little step back and he does the reach, you know what's coming. What's coming.
It's been a while since I got to get the hat on, Wayne. So many of the senior members of, I still need my Pfizer logo on here, but many of the senior members in the House of Representatives and in the Senate have been briefed on what's in the Epstein files. We've already seen a couple scalps from the Epstein files. Prince Andrew wasn't from the files directly, but he's no longer a prince. You had the one guy who we talked about. What's his name again? The dude that stepped down. I forget.
He didn't step. He stepped back. You talking about Larry Summers? And then
Larry Summers.
There was a video that came out this morning. I just did a story on DupreReport.com. He's going to stay teaching his class wherever he
stepping out of like a leadership role, and he will drift off. And it was a fun fact when Trump was trying to talk people out of releasing the files. He brought them into the Situation Room, which is like bringing them into a skiff, meaning the stuff you're going to show them is probably pretty top secret. You get sworn in, the whole thing. So there was language in the resolution that was passed that said Pam Bondi, if it's national security or an ongoing investigation, it does need to be released. So there was some built-in coverage there. But folks, the Epstein files, whatever exists in there that hasn't been destroyed or whatnot, like if we ever got the real files, it is going to have a number of people, not Trump per se, but a number of rich and powerful people on both sides of the aisle, on both sides of the spectrum, that are going to have a lot of splaining to do. Let's just say that. The other thing I think the files will show is that Jeffrey Epstein, at minimum, was a contractor for our intelligence community and Mossad. I don't know if he worked for them or whatnot, but I would highly suspect that the information in there, he was blackmailing people and he was funneling it up to the intelligence community. So who knows what actually gets released? Who knows what doesn't? But Speaker Johnson's one of the, what do they call them? The Gang of 12s or the 13 or whatnot, who get to know like where the bodies are buried, how many UFOs we have, that kind of stuff. And Johnson looked pretty visibly ill. And it's like, oh man, do you guys understand what can of worms have been opened up? Now, what's interesting, two things that have already come out that'll be fascinating to see how this rolls out, other than the Summers and the Prince Andrew. Well, you got Stacey Plaskett, I touched on it the other day, who was getting texts from Jeffrey Epstein while they were grilling Michael Cohen, and he was telling her what to ask. Like, in my opinion, that's hugely inappropriate for any constituent, much less Jeffrey Epstein. And after 2006, Jeffrey Epstein was a convicted pedophile. Now, he got a sweetheart deal in Florida. There's all kinds of questions about that. But that's what's ironic. When people show pictures of Trump and Epstein, they're from his Florida conviction. So before 2006, nobody knew, or you had plausible deniability. Between 2006 and 19, you knew he was convicted of ungood things. And then you even had Hakeem Jeffries, when he started running, his staffers communicated. They reached out to Epstein saying, like, hey, do you want to support his campaign? And reached out to Epstein. Now, nothing will happen to either of those two, which is a bad omen for how the Epstein files go. Like if we lived in a fair and right world, for all the screaming the Democrats have done about Epstein, after Epstein was convicted in Florida, Hakeem reaching out saying like, oh, hey, can you donate to my campaign and whatnot? I mean, that's pretty sus. And the Stacey Plaskett stuff, 2019, she's getting fed questions, pretty sus. So I think Speaker Johnson understands what he's sitting on, but I could be wrong.
Jason went a little bit farther than what I was expecting, but what he is talking about is true with the Democrats. One of the reasons why Plaskett was not censured last night is because of Corey Mills, who is a Republican. And the thing about Corey Mills is this. The Corey Mills thing happened months ago. And nobody said anything. It's been in the news. It's been in the media. Congress didn't do anything. Now, I know the House Ethics Committee still had its stuff out there and all that stuff. But nobody said anything. House Ethics, nothing. He's still sitting on the committee. And it seems like that the Democrats are playing to their strengths by saying, tell you what, you leave Plaskett alone, we'll leave Corey Mills alone.
Yep.
Deal. That's why you see some of the Republican people out there right now that are angry that the deal was put forth, that it was even agreed to, and they're saying it was agreed to behind closed doors. Listen, a whole lot of stuff goes on behind closed doors, y'all. We all know that. I mean, come on. But for this to go quid pro quo like this, number one, you should have expected something like this in the first place. Not too many people get censured. I know Marjorie Taylor Greene got censured. And who's that guy that told Obama, you lie? From South Carolina, Dan somebody. And I think
censured. And he was telling the truth.
He just did it at the wrong time.
Right.
You
know what's funny too with that Corey Mills thing? The stuff that's come out on Corey Mills is pretty disgusting, and he should not be seeking re-election. But that's the same reason why they didn't censor Ilhan Omar after Charlie got killed. She came out and said some pretty horrible things, like he deserved it, and they were going to censor her. And the Democrats said, well, if you do, we're going after Mills. So now this is the second time they've hung the Corey Mills card out.
Yep. Using Mills again. We were talking about real quick. We were talking about the Al Green did get censured. Right. We were talking about the Mike Johnson response. Watch this, and y'all in the chat, let us know what you think.
Any reaction to Leader Thune seeing the bill without adding amendments or changing it?
I'm deeply disappointed in this outcome. I think I've been at the state dinner. I don't know. I was just told that Chuck Schumer rushed it to the floor and put it out there preemptively. It needed amendments. I just spoke to the president about that. We'll see what happens.
So do you think he may veto it? You say you spoke to the president?
I'm not saying that.
Is he supportive of it in its current form?
We both have concerns about it, so we'll see. I was standing there with the Crown Prince.
Are you frustrated in the majority leader? Are you upset with the majority leader?
Dude, I was like, what the heck?
Yeah. He looks like he's gonna puke.
I know. He's
well, there needs amendments. He's like, oh my God, we can't show the people this. Oh my God.
For a split second, I thought he was Rodney Dangerfield. Wait, what? What are you talking about? But yeah. Now, the thing about Corey Mills too, and I know we follow each other on social media stuff, whatever. He's a liability.
Oh, yeah, he shouldn't be running for re-election.
Because anytime, well, I don't know if he should be in there right now. Because as long as he's in there, they're going to pull that card.
Right.
You already said it. They pulled it twice.
They pulled it twice.
They pulled it twice and use him each time. So somebody's got to be in his. Look, and I know. We shouldn't be going after each other and going after each other. But if you look at some of the people that's online right now, they're mad because Corey Mills was used in this situation again. Okay, and and I got to go back to what I've said on social media and what I've said on the show. And I even bring what Jason has said before. Republicans don't know how to govern.
Yep.
That's just, but that's the bottom line. They don't know how to govern. Wayne, Jason, why do you say? Because look at what they're doing. Bondi gave the Democrats an opening with her actions. I know President Trump got mad because they took that opportunity, and now there's a poll that came out, and usually we don't talk about polls. We don't talk about polls on the show. But there's a poll that just came out talking about how the Dems, even though they don't have a leader, right now it seems like, based on the things that are going into Thanksgiving, going into the holidays, and especially with that, with the subsidies doubling and stuff. Right now, the Dems hold the largest poll lead since 2017, ahead of the 2026 midterms, and they don't even have a leader. This is just Republicans not doing most of the stuff that they said they were going to do. I know Speaker Johnson will put the stuff on. We did this, we did that, we did that, we did that. Well, Speaker Johnson, you need everybody else to be doing the same thing, but everybody else isn't doing the same thing. Ted Cruz is talking about Israel.
Ted Cruz has his own funny hat he wants to wear.
You know, I mean, and then Laura, you know, sometimes, you know, we're there with you. Most times we like this. You know how the dogs go, sometimes we do this to you. But when you put on social media and you know the media is watching, you know the news people are watching, you know the entertainment people are watching you. So whenever you say something, they're going to post it. You know what I'm talking? We have Nazis in the party. Really? You're going to put that out there? Okay, fine. Guess what? It might even be true. But you're going to put that, Laura Loomer's going to put that out there. So now it's going to be on the big news thing. And then, you know, Laura Loomer calls out her own party, said there are Nazis in it. Boom, 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 boom. You hand, serious.
Well, two things on that. One, people are asking in the chat what Corey Mills did. So Corey Mills served, and he had some stolen valor where he claimed, I forget the specifics of what he claimed he had received accommodations that weren't true. Corey Mills also helped facilitate arms deals while serving in the House for a company he had financial interest in. That's frowned upon. And then Corey Mills beat the hell out of his girlfriend, allegedly. And then it came out. What's that?
She was a model. She was Miss USA or Miss somebody.
Super hot.
Yeah.
And then in the course of that, it came out that he was into like wife swapping and girlfriend swapping.
I didn't know that.
Like, I don't know if you've seen the text that got released in the court thing. It was pretty graphic. But Corey Mills. Corey Mills, as soon as this stuff broke, he should have been like, okay, let's have a special election.
Yeah.
Need to step down.
Yeah.
And he is in a Republican like plus 10 district. So it's whoever wins the primary is going to be elected. And yeah, when that came out, I mean, that's why you need a strong Speaker of the House. Like Johnson went up and been like, you're done. We can do this easy way or the hard way. You need to step down. Let's get somebody else in there. You know, you want to serve your country. Like, there's no coming back from this. Stolen valor doesn't work on the right. negotiating arms deals and beating up your girlfriend. Like any one of those alone would be enough to like get you out of here. And I liked Corey Mills. He did some good things,
Yeah.
but unfortunately, you can't. The second thing with the Laura Loomer thing, we've talked a lot about like Israel and the government of Israel and that kind of thing. I am sick and tired of people like Ilhan Omar who say we're serving a foreign nation as well as America. Like, oh, I'm a Somali. I'm here for Somalia. I have the same feelings about people that feel that way about Israel. If you want to be in Israel, first person, go to Israel. Like if you have Jew lineage, you can move there, become a citizen, make Israel great again. And for people that have these dual loyalties, I don't care if they're on our side or if they're on the left. Like, I want none of it. Like, I don't want Rashida Tlaib, who has a greater, she's more attached to the Muslims than she is to the America. Not like, no, like, don't care, don't want it. Like, and I have that same feeling about, people that are so worried about Israeli folks. That's just me.
Yeah. Breaking news. I didn't know this when I said it, but Nancy Mace got a story about her now too. Nancy Mace wants to force a vote on Wednesday to censure Corey Mills.
Yep.
And remove him from several committees, according to sources familiar with the matter. Why it matters: Dems have repeatedly threatened such a move with the embattled or Florida Republican, but only as a retaliatory tactic to squash GOP censure measures. Mace wants to do it for real this time. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you, Corey, you're a liability, man. It's like you're only, I don't know, you've seen these reality shows, you've seen these Survivor, you're only as strong as your weakest link. And for them to get away with these things that they're doing right now, for them to use you twice, you've got to say, dude, you can't be here. That's it. And you can't be on a committee. And really, if you off the committee, you're just a dangling participle.
Well, and Corey's a military veteran too. God bless military veterans.
Yeah.
But every military veteran knows that if you're going into battle and you are a liability to your unit because of limitations, you need to step back. You know what I mean? If your brigade is charging the hill and you are not able to charge the hill, stay back at the base. And Corey Mills, at a minimum, step off committees, say, I'm not seeking re-election. Like, that's what you need to do.
Is Lisa there? Is Lisa out there? I think I saw Lisa earlier. Hey, Lisa, if you're one of those people that Jason was talking about, you way in the back and you causing a whole lot of problems out there on the battlefield and stuff, what's going to happen to you?
In the old military or the new military?
What's going to happen to you, Lisa? It's friendly fire? Where's John?
Right?
See? That's what I'm like. Friendly
fire, talk about Nancy Mace too. I saw something online.
If you saw what I saw, go ahead.
Oh, well, you saw she's going after Corey Mills and whatnot. So I saw somebody's take on Nancy Mace, and I thought it was the perfect description. And now every time I see this, I can't not think it. And it's like it was a meme of Nancy Mace sitting there and saying, how do I go make this about me? And just every time Nancy Mace is involved in something, it's like, I'm going to make this about me. She was talking about the Epstein survivors, and she's like, as a fellow survivor. And it's like, how are you making this about you? Everything Nancy Mace does, she makes about her. And Nancy Mace, it disgusts me, all this crap she pushes too about the trannies and the bathroom things. She was the first woman who pushed to get into, was it West Point, I believe?
Yeah.
Somebody fact check me.
Yeah.
And it's like, my God, Nancy Mace, I am sick of you.
Well, I thought, that's one, we didn't give you We didn't give you two Nancy Mace stories in the last minute or so, and I got another one for you. Nancy was interviewed on, I don't know why. Nancy was interviewed on Newsmax, Jason, and Nancy came out and said that she doesn't have any friends in DC. That she doesn't get invited to any parties in DC. She probably talking about that party that they had at the White House, I guess, last night. She doesn't get invited. But Nancy, you're off. I mean, there's something there's something loose. There's
Nancy Mace would not be the person you would walk up to at the barbecue and have a conversation with. I remember that early on when I started my management career. They said, when you hire somebody, you just, when you're sitting there talking to them, just think like, is this somebody I'd want to sit next to at the barbecue and have a conversation? Like, that's a good indicator if you should hire them. If you're like, oh, hell no. If they're at the barbecue, I'm on the other side. Nancy,
like you sit down, you be like, you sit down with your plate, you're like, oh yeah, oh no,
yes,
oh my god, yeah. It's coming out that she lied about her boyfriend. What is this thing about? Former Olympic snowboarder. What's that about, Jason?
I haven't seen the snowboarder one.
Former Olympic snowboarder indicted on murder and drug charges in connection to alleged drug trafficking. That's why Bondi was doing a press conference earlier, I guess.
Oh, maybe. Oh, hey, Bubba fact checked us. He said the Citadel. I thought it was West Point, but I could be wrong.
And
then Fally. No, Fally, it's the thing. Was Nancy a survivor of Epstein? She wasn't.
She'll claim it.
I think she allegedly, I don't think anybody's been convicted, has been a victim of some sexual assault stuff. I don't believe anybody's been convicted. But anytime
he said she was lying.
Right. He said she was lying and whatnot. But Nancy Mace, like, if you read anything she puts out about the Epstein stuff, it's like, as a fellow survivor of and it's like, whatever, dude.
Like, we didn't even ask you that.
Oh yeah, that. Bubba coming in strong with the fact checks. Thank Bubba.
Yeah, we don't need that. Fox News is
some of these comments we can't read. They're talking about Corey Mills. My unit firmly believe death before dishonor. Yes. Yes. There's some things we can't say on some of these platforms, folks. I'd love to read some of these comments. I think it was bad due to the head, but
it's like everything is it's that classic. Everybody knows if you watch Hollywood movies and stuff. Well, now they gotten down to one. I don't know how they do it, but they got down to one, and it's usually to the, and it's straight to the head. But back during the day, it was that's it.
I thought it was double tap. I thought it was one to the chest and then one to the head.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
right. Yeah, Valley. That's what threw me when she said that. Yeah. Anytime you read anything about Nancy Mace, just read it with the perspective, how is she going to make this about her?
Here's another one. She got pissed off in South Carolina because she didn't get the same treatment that the senators got. And she went off on the police and the people at the airport and stuff. And she wants to bring a lawsuit. And Lindsey Graham and Senator Scott said she needs to do all that. And she got mad with them.
Yes. Boy, Tim Scott, that's not a guy you've heard much from lately.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Did he ever get married?
Yeah, he did. He did.
Okay. What is it with that? What is it with that state?
It's the Palmetto State, isn't it? Or is that right? South Carolina. Oh. You got a whole lot of beaches down there.
Yeah, there's a lot of freaky stuff.
Lindsey
Graham. Someday I hope we get to figure out what Lindsey's got on Trump, like why Trump likes Lindsey. Like, did Lindsey do him a favor at some point or something? Like, I can't understand. Lindsey Graham is just the creepiest guy. He is a warmonger. He is a bushy. He is all the things we hate. And I can't. I can't.
He
imagine.
is. I mean, anytime the late Ruth, Darth Vader Ginsburg got up there and said, Lindsey Graham was the top woman in the Senate or something like that.
Right.
You remember when she called him a woman?
Lady
Dude.
G.
Oh
my God. And then the chat's going off about Pam Bondi. Yeah, I gotta say, Pam Bondi is
I'm telling you, she's not gonna be there. She's not gonna be there next June.
I hope so. God, I wish we could have got Matt Gaetz.
Yeah, she is not gonna be there next June. She's becoming a liability. And our friend might not be there by the midterms either.
Cash.
Yep.
He did not turn the FBI headquarters into a museum.
I gave him a little bit longer. He
Right.
still has time to work through some stuff, because just as soon as she's gone, he'll be like, woo, now I can do what I'm supposed to do. But if he is still along with that and stuff, I don't know if he lasts until midterms. Oh, and Jason, mark this down too. It is November 19th, 2025. Wayne predicts that at least 7 or 8 top cabinet members will be gone by the end of 2026.
Well, that's probably
got that?
bad.
Huh?
That's probably a fair estimate. And the question will be, as the cabinet members leave, did they just give the jobs to Rubio?
Yeah. That's good.
The cabinet. Trump's gonna have a cabinet meeting with him and JD and Marco.
Well, it's all of you. It's all of you. No,
speaking of Pam Bondi, it was her birthday the other day. Can you believe she's 60?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. Once you take off all that war paint, you'll see the true person. But the reason why I say that 7 or 8 cabinet members will be gone by the end of 2026, because many of y'all are like, why? What? Ladies and gentlemen, that's what happens with an outgoing cabinet.
Yeah, they go get jobs.
Exactly. See, I'm logic. I'm common sense. I'm thinking about this stuff already. Jason said there were 47 people that were getting ready to leave. I think that's all together, right? Dems and Republicans together, or just Republicans?
47.
Okay.
So
they're going to get jobs.
Yep.
They're going to get jobs before the 2028 election. Getting out of there. Would y'all?
I'll be honest. I am not convinced Donald Trump finishes term 2.
You know what? I was thinking. Okay, why?
I look at to tell a story about my past. I remember one time I went and took a job at a company, and they're like, "Oh, we want somebody to go in, and we're doing this new stuff, and we're blowing things up, and we're gonna change and make it for the better." And I remember going in there, and it was the most miserable experience of my life, because everything you did, somebody was bitching and moaning and throwing a hissy fit. And even the people that like said, "Oh, we want you to come in and like fire all these people and hire new people and do this stuff." And at some point it's like this just isn't worth it. And I think Donald Trump, I mean, let's take the ballroom. The guy is the builder. He's probably the greatest builder of our generation. Everybody's melting down over a ballroom he's building that doesn't cost taxpayers money. And even some people in Republican circles, not MAGA circles, are like, "Oh yeah, maybe that's a bad look." And it's like, the guy got to be president. Let him build a fucking ballroom. Like, come on. And I think as he gets deeper into term 2, he is older. Who knows how his health will hold up. And at some point, it might just make sense. It might just make sense for him to transition out. I don't know if that'll happen. I'm not predicting it, but
Big Bad, you saying that something is wrong with the video on Rumble? If you refresh, it fills out the whole page. I don't know why it did that at the beginning though. But if you refresh it, it's like I moved to where we are right now, and it fills out the whole thing. So, yeah,
Right.
yeah. I kind of thought about that too in a way, but I kind of thought about a couple other things. And I'm not talking about any assassination or anything like that. But he's as I still think that maybe we. I still think that maybe we need a younger candidate moving forward. You know why? Because being president ages you, but it also puts so much stress on you, and you might be in the best shape of your life, but as an older person, that's a lot of stress about a whole lot of stupid stuff. And if things aren't
slowing down too, if we're being fair,
it is. He is, and that's why I was saying to myself, it had to be maybe even over the weekend when I wasn't thinking about politics. I was like, I really wonder if he's going to finish all the way to 2028, or if he gives it over to Rubio. But
well, you give it over to Vance.
Vance, Vance. Well, yeah, he would have to. But yeah, I was like, that's a whole lot of stuff on an older type of guy. I've said on here before, if you look at Joe Biden in 2020, he looked like he could count to 10. He looked a whole lot more cognizant than he did 2 years later. I understand why people say that they switched him out and stuff, because it actually looked like two different people. It did. And
Joe Biden didn't go anywhere near as hard as Trump.
No.
Joe Biden was sleeping till 9, going to bed at 6. Donald Trump going like 18, 19 hours a day.
Yeah. Yeah. And everybody knew he was going to bed at 8 because of the sundown thing going on.
Sundowner syndrome.
I was surprised during the debate that it started that late, because I was like, oops, it's not going to be good. And that's what happened in the first 30 seconds.
How much would you give to get the toxicology report for what they gave Joe Biden for that? Like, when I was a young man, I used a lot of drugs. I ain't never been Joe Biden at the debate high. That's all I'm saying. I don't know what he was on. I don't know what he was taking.
It's like cornbread. No, it's like I think I came on the show, and I was like, I was working on something. I had my head down, and it was his first question. And I'm like, no. And President Biden, how you feel about such and such? I was like, oh no. I was like, that was it. I was like, oh no, he's in trouble.
And his answers were all discombobulated. But if you looked at him, his eyes were like huge as saucers. I'm like, wow. Yeah,
and the funniest comeback, they had to put that in the Smithsonian, is when he said something and President Trump was looking at him like, President Trump, do you have anything to say? Well, I don't know what he said, and I don't even think he even knows what he said, but it's like, oh, that's it. It's over. It's over. You cut it. You cut it right now.
Funny. You can tell it's scripted. You knew they throw Joe Biden out there. You knew they put him out after the convention, or after they canceled the primary before the convention, so they could switch him out. None of this was done on accident. They tried to dope him up, see if he could pull it together. And because I will say this, if Biden would have run, I think there's a chance he could have won. Like, Kamala might be the worst candidate I've ever seen or will ever see in my life. Kamala was just really unimpressive. And there is a chance they could have doped Joey up and drug his corpse out there and kept him away from the media like they did in 2020. And so there could have been a shot. I'm not saying, it's a chance greater than zero. I'm not saying it's likely. But yeah, all of it was script. Like, looking back, and we said it at the time,
if he had a little bit of spark, if that first debate would have seemed like a debate instead of Trump putting Gramps to bed type of thing,
Right.
then it
They
would have
would've
been probably a whole lot more closer. He might have lost. He might have even won by one. I agree with Jason. It wouldn't have been a blowout. But Trump, I think, still would have won. Trump, after that debate, just went to the moon.
Right.
And all the Dems were like, oh, hell no, we got to get him out. There was a video of Nancy Pelosi, I think, fussing with him in the car. Did you see that?
Yeah.
I mean, it didn't look like she was doing this, but her arms were going like this, and you only saw the shadow, and everybody said, oh, that's Nancy Pelosi. That's not Jill, that's Nancy Pelosi in the car. So yeah, it wasn't
Well, and I mean, for people on our side that get too over their skis with Biden, I mean, understand Ronald Reagan was the same way at the end of his presidency. I mean, if we're being fair, we all love Ronald Reagan, but if we're being fair, and it's just tragic that these guys do that. And that's why I think there is a chance.
It is.
It's not likely. I'm just saying it's a number greater than zero that Trump, like the grind, the 20-hour days, the stress, not getting stuff done. I could see him stepping down 6 months, a year, saying, hey, JD's going to take it over, try to give JD a leg up for 2028. Everybody in the administration, they got a pardon before they're done because they're going to process.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at what they did in January 6th.
Yeah.
Tracking down grandmas who never even went on the Capitol. Like, you look at how many people they prosecuted after 2020. They are going to go after this administration if they don't get crushed.
I did say that all of his cabinet members were going to get confirmed. Who? They all got confirmed, except for Matt Gaetz, but he didn't go through the process. But I also said if they win the midterms, every one of them are going to be in front of the Congress.
Right.
Every day. Every day. It's going to be investigation on top of investigation. Now, one of the ways that you don't get anything done is you do those investigations. And that's what Congress has turned in today. So that's why they're going to bring Cash, Bondi, Judge Janine, Dan Bongino. They're going to bring them all every day, every week. Every week, dude, why'd you do this? Why'd you do that? Why'd you cover up this? And they're going to be like, we're going to have to get that information to you in a secret in the meeting out of here, type stuff. I mean, that's just the way they're going to. And they approved him, they confirmed him so that they can do that.
Right.
They have a plan, y'all. They have a plan. Just like I also think that they have a, people say, "Oh, Dems caved and they gave in, and that's why that's why the government shutdown's over." Look at it from the Dem side. I know it's hard for many of you to do that, but if you are a common sense thinker, like most of us are, you start thinking, "Oh, they let that happen. It's a campaign issue. The subsidies,
right?
Next month, it's a win for them.
January,
Yeah, it's a win for them. I mean, unless Congress comes back in January, February. Think about it now. Think about what we're talking. We're talking about Congress comes back and starts to do this thing. And then you're gonna have the Democrats saying, "Okay, we already got the upper hand, so we really don't have to agree to anything because we just add extra stuff onto it." The Republicans aren't gonna accept that. And then, we got to push this to the side because now we got to do the spending thing.
Yep.
We got to take care of that right after we come back from Christmas.
Well, and the hearings are just like, if you worked a job and your boss had too many meetings with you, and it was like, oh my God, all the time you're having a meeting and another meeting and another meeting, and you never got to get anything done. That's what Democrats are trying to do if they take control of the House. It's going to be these folks only have so much time in the day, so many hours in a week to get stuff done. And if you can tie them up, sitting in a chair for a day or two, tie up their staff, prepping for these meetings, responding to these meetings, doing the interviews after it, regardless of the outcome of the hearing, which will be sound bites, interviews, and clips and
That's
all
all.
that.
That's
But
all.
just
Yep.
from just a wasting time,
Wasting
they just want to
time.
get
Yep.
people in there to waste their time so that
That's
they're
it.
not doing stuff. And that's the
Exactly.
risk of
Yep.
Trump 2.0. I mean, it's like deportations. I want 30 million people deported. We've had like 600,000. You like get them new ICE agents hired and let's see deportations. Like, let's really get this done. Let's see the administrative state shut down. Let's see drain the swamp. I mean, they're talking like it looks like Department of Education might finally be on its last legs, getting knocked down. But I mean, that's what we need. Yeah, like Trump's got to. This is a once in a generation chance for us to actually get things done that America First people want it done. Like, we've got to get it done.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's. Do you think President Trump is going to sign the bill now?
Oh yeah, Epstein.
Yeah.
Oh, I think he will. I think a lot of incriminating information for the Epstein files, which all those files resided in the New York office. And if you remember, that was one of the guys that got fired. And it was the dude that when he got let go, like they had bagpipers out front, like thanking him for his service. So I think much of what we all want to see in the files, which were the clients of Epstein, have been scrubbed, deleted, classified. We'll never see it. I think there'll be names in there that will be some red meat that people will go after. I think some people will lose their jobs. Democrats only care about one name, Trump. And so if Trump's name's not in there, or if Trump's not incriminated, they're just going to scream like, oh, this is fake, and then they'll drop it. But I think there's enough. If I had to guess, it's the intelligence community exposure where they were using Epstein as an asset and they were using him to blackmail people, things like that. That would be my guess. And that, I mean, but I believe the intelligence community overthrew Nixon, so.
Yeah. Real quick. President Trump has a new plan. The new Trump plan to end the war in Ukraine. We really haven't heard any news about little Lord Fauntleroy lately.
Yeah, I think France just gave him a bunch of money.
Who?
I think France just gave him a bunch of money.
Did they really?
Like $975 million or something ridiculous.
Yeah. His plan to end the war in Ukraine would grant Russia parts of eastern Ukraine it does not currently control in exchange for U.S. security guarantee for Ukraine and Europe against future Russian aggression. Does that mean that we would be their guardians?
Yeah, I mean, I haven't seen the text of it to know how it's written, but as an oversimplified version, in the UN, the rule is if you attack a UN country, you are considered at war with all of in the UN. So when you give somebody a security guarantee, that's generally what it means, where if you are attacking them, we are going to treat it like an attack on us. Now, it sounds like in this new deal, it's just come out in the last day or two, they are doing some security guarantees, but not all of them, like a lighter version of that. I don't know. President Trump, just let's get back to America first. Like, no, I don't want to guarantee anybody security.
Yeah, I don't either. Hey, today is Wednesday, November 19th. Jason and I have been checking the 3-Eye Atlas thing.
Is there anything new on that?
Huh?
Is there anything new on that?
Well, NASA's coming out to talk about it today.
Are they?
Yeah. And they're going to reveal new images tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, buckle up. The true identity of a mysterious object initially feared to be alien spacecraft could be unveiled today as NASA prepares to break its silence. The space agency has promised to reveal images of the 3i Atlas at 8 p.m. GMT. What's that? Global Mountain Time?
Yeah, Mountain Time.
Scientists have scheduled a press conference to share photos captured by various spacecraft and telescopes. You know, Jason, about that telescopes and spacecraft. How much was the Hubble thing?
How much did it cost?
Yeah,
I have to look it up. It was quite expensive.
it's quite super exponentially quite expensive. And it gives us point blank 4K stuff of outer space and everything. You trying to tell me that thing can't give us 4K image of what is this thing?
Oh, it can. We ain't gonna see it.
Jason.
Paul was talking earlier about the gold bank currency in Europe. So they're waiting, like when the dollar crashes and becomes not the global reserve currency, then you're going to see the aliens, because the life's going to get really wild in America. Like, everything's great because people have enough food. But once that becomes tight,
yeah.
Things get
Even
wild.
SpaceX CEO Elon Musk has admitted it could be of alien origin and has urged space authorities to continue monitoring its trajectory to ensure we know where it is headed.
It's weird.
Jason,
it's like the moon. The moon's weird.
Jason, here's the thing. If it is a spaceship, they've been traveling for a long time. Everybody on there is dead. Everybody on there is dead. You know, this thing is on autopilot right now. You know,
Who's to say they can't build a spaceship that people can live and reproduce? And
goddamn right.
I mean,
yeah.
that thing is the size of the Empire State Building.
Yeah, you're
like
right.
A big building.
Yeah. I mean, and is it true it slows down and speeds back up?
Yeah. Yeah, and the composition is different, and the trails are different. Yeah.
The tail is in the front, then is in the back. You know.
Yeah, it's all the things.
Do y'all think that this thing is a spaceship? Let us know. Let us know in the comments. Do you think that 3i Atlas? Because many people just talking about Muslim Brotherhood and stuff online, but y'all not really talking about the 3i Atlas thing. And if the 3i Atlas thing is another alien thing, y'all can talk. There won't be no more talking about no Muslim Brotherhood and stuff. It'd be like get the water, get the toilet paper. But you know, that's how people get paid. So it is what it is. But I'm watching it because I'll be heading up toward the Minnesota Wolves, the Minnesota caves.
Yeah.
You know, y'all got a lot of caves up there. Y'all got a lot of wilderness up there too. And
we got the gun turrets installed. We're ready.
Yeah, I know how to smoke food underground, because we can't do it above ground, because then they know where we are. Mark says Star Trek plotline. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. It'll be the USS Enterprise stuck in our solar system. Oh, look!
Oh my God! Big Bad hasn't seen 3AI Atlas.
Oh, what?
Like Big Bad. We'll have to pull a video for tomorrow. It's weird.
Really? You think so?
Oh yeah, you're thinning down. Yeah, I mean, the day you weren't on the show, I was talking to the group about your weight loss. So, and I'm like, yeah. Wayne's not gonna brag about it, so I will for him. and Wayne isn't here, so he can't get mad at me. Like, I'm just looking for stuff to talk about for an hour. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm almost at 50. I'm almost at 50 pounds. And I feel good. Look, Lisa, yeah, okay.
Face getting skitty.
I feel good.
And now I gotta say, when you say you lost 50 pounds, do you like
Almost.
walk by like a rack of ribs or something in the store, like a roast that's like 20 pounds, and be like, I lost 2 of those? Like you start
Ain't that
equating.
crazy? Ain't that crazy?
Yeah,
You
like
know?
you start equating, like you see like a 50-pound bag of dog food and be like,
Yeah.
I carried that around every day.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Jason and Lisa have been my support animals, and
'Cause you wanted a
I,
dog.
they've been my support animals. So I tell them what I'm doing and how I'm doing it, and I know it's getting cold, but I found some exercises on the inside that I can do, and I haven't stopped. Still watching what I eat. But actually, I've added a couple of things. Well, I've added a few things more now. Jason, I did not like dark chocolate at all. I grew up always liking milk chocolate. I didn't like dark chocolate. Man, dark chocolate in moderation, that stuff is good.
Oh, yeah. I love dark chocolate. Really good.
But
we should do some food talk tomorrow. Dark chocolate.
We're gonna do some food talk tomorrow.
Yeah.
Did you buy your turkey already?
No, Jen and I got to figure that out because the kids are coming over. They've got all kinds of family stuff with the other sides. And so we always take Thanksgiving brunch, and Jen makes a stuffing egg bake that's just delicious. Stuffing and sausage and whatnot. And so we have everybody over like late morning, and then we decide it's usually just the 2 of us in the afternoon. So we're like, do we get a turkey or turkey breast? Do we cook something else? So we're still in discussions with that. What are you doing? Are you having everybody over?
They want to do Thanksgiving as usual. In my mind, I'm like, well, I don't want to do a big spread because I don't want, I'm just not eating like that anymore. But they want to do big spreads so they can have like 3 or 4 days worth of stuff around.
That's the best part.
Yeah, I know. And for the last few years, we've been frying a turkey. Deep frying a turkey. I haven't. Yeah. It's been good too. We inject that thing, and then all of a sudden you dip it in peanut oil, and you let it go. Jason, is nothing else like it. It is nothing else like it. Plus, you put that. Well, you can put Cajun seasoning on it, which we used to do, and now we put the Slap Your Mama seasoning on it, which takes it to another level. And you put that thing in, you put that thing down, you start slicing that thing, it's all juicy and stuff. But because
a lot of Thanksgiving dinner's not bad for you. Like you can have turkey, you can have the green bean casserole,
and I love green bean casserole. I do.
Right? Stuffing is my favorite.
Yeah, I love green bean casserole. So yeah, we'll talk about that.
Oh man, they're having a fun Star Trek conversation in the chat too.
Oh really?
Yeah. Mark was talking about the Star Trek movie. The crew had to go back in time to get the whales.
Yeah.
Then Big Bad is, what if it's one of our ships from the future? Warn us. It said, don't elect Mandami, but now it's too late.
Actually, I'm thinking about that, but I don't think it's about Mandami. I think it's about AI. Because we are seriously just a hop, skip, and a jump from giving AI emotions, and when that happens, I truly believe that it's over. Because then the next question AI is, well, who created you? And that because
more importantly, it's, do we need you?
That's the next question. Do we really need them? They're fallible. They make mistakes. We're perfect. Right. So I heard or I saw somebody explaining like this. You know how we look down at ants and we might step on an ant here and there. Well, sooner or later, somebody's going to do that to us. Correct. Somebody's going to do that to us, we won't be at the top of the food chain anymore.
You only think you're at the top of the food chain.
just like that, ladies and gentlemen. Oh wait, today is Hump Day. Tomorrow is our last day of the week. We broadcast Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday from 12 to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We give you Friday so that at least you can do some things on your own. Now, Jason works overtime on Friday with his podcast, but after that, then he takes a rest and he lays his beautiful grandbaby on his knee, and both of them go to sleep. Beautiful picture that looked like Santa Claus holding a little kid. I'm not lying. But hopefully Jen allows him to grow his beard a little bit longer this time, because it's filling out. Chris Kringle is filling out right now.
One of our friends said she wanted me to do Santa pictures with her, but then she hasn't nailed any details. And I'm like, this is like longer than I like to get my beard. And God, I am gray. But I'm like, it's a pretty good Santa look. So
it's and it looks real. I mean,
right.
You look like the guy from the Milker on 92nd Street.
Right.
For real. Mr. French. Mr. French from Family Affair. Okay. We Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 12 to 1 p.m. Yes, Jason's right. We have the best people that comment and also participate. And we ask all of those people to bring back at least one person next time. Okay, just let them know about the show, and check us out. Jason, let you finish, and then we'll move on.
All right, last thoughts, folks. First, thanks all. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Chat was popping today. It was super fun. We love you guys. We'll let you know next week's show schedule with Thanksgiving tomorrow. We'll give some Wayne time to think about that. Do us a favor, like, comment, share, help show get reach. Second thought. Tomorrow, we got to do some food talk. We touched on a little bit of Thanksgiving food talk. Don't let us forget. Unless the world blows up, we got to get some Thanksgiving food talk in case we don't do much next week for shows. And then final thought, I've plugged it on here a few times, but the Y files. For anybody like the Friday show, Todd, my business partner Todd and I do, we call it Freedom from the Press, because we talk a lot about how the media lies and how they try to manipulate you. The Y files, the last episode AJ put out, he did an interview with Sean Ryan, another great podcast, and he was talking about manipulation and how they do color revolutions and are you being propagandized, and Sean had a guest on about that. But it's like a 30-minute episode, and he does a really nice job talking about how they're propagandized, and he talked about the events we can't talk about in social media in 2020, and how both the right and the left were weaponized in that phase. And he gave other examples. So for the Y-Files enjoyers, if you didn't see this last episode, it's really good. It's really worth it. So on that, though, we'll see everybody tomorrow.
All right. With that said, we're getting ready to roll out again. Once again, thank you, everybody, for being here. Y'all take it easy. And you know what? I got a secret to tell you about that.